Today we want to talk about the number one killer of mankind, heart disease, and how melatonin can help you to stay away from it naturally. You don't have to become a vegan on a fat-free diet to be protected, and on the other hand risk a number of deficiencies, that might even be worse than what you have tried to avoid in the first place. High dosages of melatonin is the answer, even if you have not so healthy eating habits, which we all have from time to time. This is the easiest way to general health, longevity, and of course heart health. Before we dive into this very important heart subject, I want to introduce one scientist and a true expert on melatonin who has been using 200 milligrams of melatonin daily for many years himself, not orally of course, but transdermally or as a suppository. We are talking many years or even decades without any interruption, daily, as he states. He has published quite some books about the health benefits of melatonin, which you can see and purchase at Amazon. We have put a link below in the description. His name shows up in many scientific papers from PubMed and many government publications. His name is Russel Reiter. See what he says about the health benefits of high amounts of melatonin. It is too good to be true. He says, right now, melatonin in your blood is preventing the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol that can clog your arteries. Melatonin in your brain is safeguarding your irreplaceable neurons from free radical attack. Melatonin in the fluid within your eyes is helping to prevent cataracts. Melatonin in the lining of your gut is reducing the risk of ulcers. Melatonin is the most potent, versatile antioxidant. You also can get high amounts of melatonin as transdermal plaster or suppository for a reasonable price. See link in the description. Transdermal plaster with high dosages of melatonin you will get only in one place worldwide, link below, whereas some suppositories sellers at Amazon charge double the amount and more. See the next video at the end of this one where to get at Amazon. So let's dive right into it.
I remind you, melatonin is available, and that's not a recommendation. I'm not here to tell you to take melatonin. If you ask me if I take it, I say, of course I take it. I've been investigating it forever. I know what it does. But your health is your business. I am not here to badger you to take melatonin. Don't go away from here saying it's a miracle molecule and he told me to take it. No. That's your choice. You do what you want to do. It's available. I take it. And if you are 45 years of age and do not, don't come complaining to me. Thank you very much.
Your heart. Your heart's efficiency determines your health. Most diseases start with a malfunctioning heart, because there is a lack of adequate blood supply to most organs. All organs of the body need oxygen, especially the brain. We must take great care of our hearts because we only have one. Furthermore, the brain and the heart are two of the most important organs in a way, that they are the most metabolically sensitive organs. Of course, the mitochondria is there in the center of your cells and powers each and every cell. Your heart works all day and night, and to do that it takes energy. Energy is being produced by the mitochondria of your cells, right where melatonin has its place too. A weak heart tries to stabilize blood flow to the most important areas first, that is the brain, and in second line your kidneys. Sexual organs do not belong in this category. They are not necessary for imminent life support. That is why a weak heart goes hand in hand with erectile dysfunction, called ED. If you have sexual problems, look at your heart, could be good advice. Activation of the pineal gland. With high dosages of melatonin your pineal gland will be activated. As we know, this has a very positive effect on all your hormones. We also know that the pineal gland arranges all proper tact within your system. Your heart beats as well in a tact. This heartbeat will of course also be regulated, that is where a calming effect occurs on high dosages of melatonin. It is the anti-stress molecule. And you know what stress and problems can do to your heart, it can kill you. Cardiovascular diseases and melatonin. Atherosclerosis is one of the most frequent chronic vascular disorders, with oxidative stress and inflammation as important contributing factors. Endothelial activation, which is produced by oxidized low-density lipoproteins, inflammatory cytokines, and changes in endothelial shear stress, is involved in the early phases of the development and deposition of cholesterol plaques. A study named Melatonin and Cardiovascular Disease, Myth or Reality, published in the Cardiology in March 2012 has shown that melatonin can help to reduce the risk of atherosclerosis by decreasing the levels of LDL or bad cholesterol and increasing the levels of HDL, the good cholesterol. Unhealthy fats which most of us consume on a daily basis when we go out and eat in restaurants are the reason for this. Melatonin and blood pressure. The same study above has also shown that melatonin in pharmacological doses would also reduce blood pressure as a consequence of different mechanisms, including the direct hypothalamic effect it can produce. It also lowers the levels of catecholamine, smooths the muscle walls of blood vessels. Are we not told that our blood pressure rises as we age and that is normal? We know that melatonin levels decline as we age. Could it not be that a lack of melatonin is the reason behind the rise in blood pressure? Melatonin is chelating heavy metals from your heart. A research study, Protection of Metal Toxicity by Melatonin. Recent advances published in the ResearchGate comes to the conclusion that melatonin interacts with heavy metals in your heart and other vital organs, such as mercury, lead and cadmium. Even arsenic toxicity it is able to remove from your heart. Eliminating these toxins from your heart muscles and valves means getting back to a healthy heart that is able to do its job efficiently. To a certain extent, melatonin can also protect your heart against copper, chromium, and aluminum toxicity due to its antioxidant effects. Of course, this is all too good to be true. However, it cannot be achieved with 3 mg melatonin you take in the evening for better sleep. In fact, melatonin taken orally only 2.5% arrive, the rest will be quickly destroyed by the first pass effect of the liver as well as any digestive enzymes.